Hello friends, I'd like to welcome you to my channel, Pat's Garden Life. As you can see, I'm doing a little bit of watering. I don't usually work in the garden on Saturday, but sometimes when we have little babies, we just have to get out and give them a little drink. Yeah, especially if it's going to be a hot day. And my plants have been experiencing June gloom and not really very warm weather, and so yeah, I'm going to give them a drink just to keep them safe. So I'm going to fill up the watering can and we are going to water a few things and look at a few things. But before we get started, I just want to let you know that I am participating in 2 open collaborations. And when I say open collaborations, that means anyone can join. So let me tell you about these open collaborations. The first open collaboration is hashtag Let's Share Our Plant Success or Disaster Stories. It's hosted by our good friend Janita, and she does this open collaboration from her channel called Janita's BF Well Wishes Gardening. Next we have Garden Tour Saturday. It's hosted by our very good friend Grandma Sandy, and her channel name is the very same thing. It's Grandma Sandy. Garden Tour Saturday has 3 co-hosts. There's me, and then there's Susie, and her channel is called Soul Folk Susie. And then we have Lisa, and her channel is called Growing on Vancouver Island. I will be putting links in the description box for these channels and any other channel mentioned during the video. If you want to participate in Garden Tour Saturday, all you have to do is share your garden. Doesn't matter if it's a balcony garden, patio garden, smaller than that, something in some pots or little grow bags, or even one of those little, have you seen the little raised beds that they have on the little 4 legs? Yeah. We just want to share in your growing experience and just see what you got growing this season. And when it comes to the other one, Let's Share Our Plant Success or Disaster Stories. Oh yeah. We want to learn from you, because sometimes when somebody has something that goes really bad, yeah, we can all learn from that. And then when you have something that goes really good, we can also learn from that. So friends, without any further ado, let's fill up this watering can and let's take a look at some of the things I've got going on in my garden. So come on friends, let's get to this. Here we are friends, we're in the secret garden, and as you can see as we walk in, we have grapes. Quite a few. And over here, we have some of Quiet's little plants here. See, the soil looks dry. We should have Ikomani, Ijodo, and white pumpkins here. These are all plants that Quiet is used to growing up with. And then we have his white corn over here. Last year we had such a hard time with the squirrels, parrots, and stuff. My plan is to, I've got netting, is to, when the corn gets big enough, I've got this wall here, I could put stakes here, and then we have the fence in the front here. I can protect the corn better in this little corner. Yeah, well, that's a look at the secret garden. I'm not watering the tomatoes today, but look. Looks like we got some that's almost ripe. They're turning colors. We're gonna have to go over here and check that out. Looks like we're not gonna have blossom end rot. That's good. Yeah. I put a little fertilizer as soon as I realized there was gonna be a problem. And Looks like we're good now. When you buy store-bought things, you never can tell where they've come through or what they've been through already. So, yeah, learning experience. These are sunflowers. I've got a wide variety of them. So these are the older. Then I started a bunch of smaller ones here that I started just last week. And they've already been watered. I just sprinkled those a little bit with the hose when I was watering the corn. Here's some of the little tomatoes that we started ourselves. This one we started ourselves. We just put them in the soil just a couple days ago. The soil's still kind of wet there. And these little guys in the pot. Everybody's getting a little drink there. Look at that. Oh, one more thing before we go. Well, here's the prickly pear. Our friend Donna, and her channel is called Donna Marie, or just Donna Marie, asked a question. Is it painful to pick the prickly pears? Yes, it can be very painful. Look at all those. The main thing to remember is when you're picking the tuna and the Napoleon is that you need to touch gently. This isn't like picking an apple. These aren't ripe yet, so we're not actually going to pick them. But just getting a look at those thorns can tell you. One thing that some people use, glove. This is a big heavy glove here. And then I've also seen some people come with blowtorch and kind of burn the thorns off. We don't do that. We just pick them. And if you touch them lightly, yeah, you can make it. But like I said before, these aren't ripe, so we're not picking anything. So I hope that helps, Donna. You're gonna find the link to her channel in the description box. And while we're at it, this plant is a success for us. You'll never, let me tell you the story of how we ended up with this beauty. We went to Hollywood Hills and Quiet saw this little petal. I bet it wasn't any bigger than, I'm trying to find one, than this one. This is a little bit bigger than my hand. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because of the sun. And look at there. Just reaching in like that. Thorns. But because I was touching lightly, they just come right out. But anyway, we were at Hollywood Hills and Quiet saw a little petal like that. Petal, Napoleon, whatever you want to call the little leaf thing there. He brought it home and he planted it. And this is what you get. And you have to be really careful in this area because these babies like to grow. You drop one somewhere and they will grow. This here is one. This over here is another one. I laid it down and forgot to pick it up because I was trimming back a little bit and it made a second plant that fast. Our grapevines used to like to climb in here, but not this year. We'll talk about the grapevines another time though. So friends, this is the end of my garden tour. Well friends, we have to be in the shade because the sun is out now. And yeah, looks like I got through just in time. So friends, I want to thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I want to ask you to check out the playlist because we do have friends that join every week. And I want to thank you very much for joining in. I want to thank Grandma Sandy, and I also want to thank Janita for hosting this both of these very fun open collaborations. And I want to thank Lisa, and I want to thank Susie for co-hosting along with me. So friends, if you are interested in doing a garden tour, just be for sure you put the hashtag Garden Tour Saturday or hashtag Let's Share Our Plant Success or disaster stories, and be for sure you tag the host channel that's appropriate for that open collaboration. So friends, that's all I have for today. So it's time for me to say bye. So bye-bye, friends. Thank you for stopping by. Bye. Have a good day.